Hello and welcome to my channel to plan for. We are on day 11 of the Colorverse Colorwind, and today we have again a very beautiful ink, but it is a very light ink. The ink is called Blue Hole, and I swatched it here. So it kind of reminds me of like this like a water sun reflecting on the surface of the water, but I really like this ink. But as you see here with the writing sample, it is quite light. So as I also try to use my inks for painting, I don't mind that. But even if you are not into painting with your inks or painting at all, there are options what you can do with light inks. Two of them are to, first of all, use a light ink to mix your own colors. And the other one is to use a light ink for highlighting. And I show you what I mean by that. So let's get this out of the way. So I have here this ink from chez Urban, L'Arme de Cassis, and it's a pinkish color. I bought it actually secondhand, like it was a bulk of I think 13 for 14 inks, pretty much the price of 2 bottles, and they're all used. And part of this bundle was this ink, and I don't know if it's maybe watered down or if the color is really like that. L'Arme de Cassis. I mean, you can write with it, but especially in a fountain pen, which puts down less ink, I think for me personally, it becomes very light. But I have discovered that there are refillable brush pens, brush like this, and they come with a converter. And in here I have this ink. I bought this brush pen on Amazon. I will try to leave a link in the description. It's really cheap. It cost me, I think, a little less than €5, and obviously refillable. And I mean, if you completely change color family, it takes you a while to get all the ink out of the brush, but it's doable. I had in here a green ink before, and now it's this pinkish color. And so what I think this is also very usable for, obviously besides using it for painting, drawing, is use it as a highlighter. So I have here 2 writing samples. The upper one is, I think it's the Atormentis Document Black. It's definitely a waterproof ink. I was just thinking which one, but a black waterproof ink, and the line below is written with just Pilot Black, not waterproof. But if you have a waterproof ink and you want to highlight something, I think those brush pens are really nice and handy. Use like this, or I mean, can also go faster. It's not so difficult, but I think that's very nice. If you have light inks, you don't want to, you don't know what to use them for, I think that's a nice option. Also, I mean, who has highlighters in perfectly matching colors? If your ink by itself is not light or light enough for a highlighter, you can also mix it with water and make it less saturated. And yeah, then you can create your own highlighter colors. But of course, I mean, it is something you have to consider how waterproof this ink, the ink is you have written with. So And the second ink is not waterproof. And I mean, I do it worse than I mean, just to show you. Get the black color out of the brush. It just smears everywhere, and if you try it a little bit quicker, I mean, it's still, that's not an option. So, but I guess a normal highlighter would also have the same effect. Yeah, but if you have, or if you're using waterproof ink in your journal and you have light inks from Inkvent, Colorwind, ink samples, or you bought it for something else, and yeah, then using it in a brush pen to highlight text is an additional option. And I mean, it takes a bit practice to get this even, but I think you can do it. I mean, it's obviously not as easy as with a Stabilo highlighter, but it's doable. Like that. It's completely fine on the back, doesn't bleed through or anything. I mean, of course there are always inks that will bleed through, but like with a regular well-behaved ink on fountain pen friendly paper, I never had any issues with that. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you. In case you are participating, or you have a Colorwind, Inkvent, or other light inks, and you are wondering, what am I going to do with this new light bright ink? Too light for writing, how could I use it? And I think, especially also with this greenish yellow, it's also, I mean, both those colors I think are nice highlight colors, and I think they would even go well with my pink here. So yeah, hope this was helpful for you, and I hope you're enjoying the Inkvent, Colorwind actively or just through watching videos. Have a nice day and see you. Bye.